Hi, this is Claire from Inspiratrix Yoga. This is a short sequence to help you improve lung function and reduce stress and anxiety. Enjoy. For the first pose, we'll be lying on the floor. You can choose to just lie flat on the floor or on your bed, or if you want to, for some people it's nice to lie on a bit of an incline. I'm stacking up some cushions here to make like a little hill for Adrian to lie on. So Adrian, if you come and lie here. Have your bottom on the floor, and then you're leaning back. How does that feel?
That feels good.
So at home, you could take all the cushions and pillows you have lying around, just make yourself a bit of an incline to lean on, and that can be really helpful in helping the lungs and the ribs to open. You could lie here with the knees bent or the legs straight. I've just got a cushion underneath my head. Start by taking your hands onto your belly. Close your eyes and bring your awareness inside. Notice the belly and the hands resting on the belly. Notice how the belly will move as you breathe. And I want you to relax the belly so there's even more movement there. A rising up as you breathe in, and a falling back as you breathe out. Allowing your breath to deepen slowly. Feeling the belly with the hands and the hands with the belly. One thing I'm going to get you to notice in this practice is the edges of your breath. So next time you breathe in, spend a little more time in the last 10% of the inhale. Right at the top of the inhale. Then when you breathe out, notice the end of the exhale and spend a little more time at the end of the exhale. Noticing the top of each inhale, allowing it time and space. And noticing the end of each exhale. Allowing that time and space. There are two things I want you to track. First, physical sensation. What physical sensation do you feel at the edges of your breath? And then I also want you to notice if there's an emotional component to what you feel. Making that really simple, so it's just registering what the raw emotion is, without the story, without thinking about it. Whether that emotion is fear or anger or sadness or joy or some other emotion, just letting it be one word. Registering it as raw emotion without getting sucked off into thinking about it. And you're also noticing the physical sensations. And there may be a particular pattern of physical sensation that goes with that emotion. Paying attention to the top of the inhale and the end of the exhale. Shift the position of your hands now to the side ribs. Feel the breath as it moves the side ribs. Maybe sending a little more breath to the side ribs. And then keep tracking the edges of the breath. The top of the inhale and the end of the exhale. Noticing physical sensation. Perhaps noticing if there's an emotion that you register. Not the story of the emotion, just simply the raw emotion itself. Giving yourself permission to feel whatever physical or emotional sensations arise. And then take your hands onto the upper chest, like near the collarbones. Send your breath right up to the top of the lungs and top of the chest now. Feeling how the ribs get bigger, the rib cage gets smaller. Paying attention to the edges of the breath. Physical sensation at the top of the inhale and at the top of, and physical sensation at the top of the inhale and at the end of the exhale. Noticing physical sensation and noticing if you can discern any emotional layers. And if you can't notice or identify any emotions, just stay with working and noticing the physical sensations in the physical. Because that's a big part of the work. Just giving ourselves permission to feel. Final thing we'll do on the back is breathe into the back ribs. Bring your hands down to the floor and then notice whatever surface your back ribs are in contact with, whether it's a mat or a carpet or your bed or cushions. And then send your breath into the back ribs. Whether you can actively feel the back ribs move or whether you're just connecting there internally. Noticing any sensations when you're full of breath. Noticing any sensations when you're empty of breath. Breathing into the back ribs. Feeling the top of the inhale. Feeling the end of the exhale. Noticing physical sensation. Noticing the raw emotions. To come out of this, roll onto one side, and then from your side, slowly sit up. And next, you can either sit on the floor if that's comfortable to you, or if you'd be more comfortable sat in a chair, then you can go sit in a chair. When you're sat up, I want you to sit really tall. Inhale, telescope the ribs up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. If it feels tricky sitting on the floor, you could also sit with your back supported against a wall. And I find it quite helpful to sit onto a cushion. Sit on a cushion or a yoga block so the hips are less stressed with that. And if it would just be more comfortable to be in a chair, chairs are great to use as well. I recommend sitting forwards a little bit in the chair and having your feet really firmly planted on the ground. We'll do some shoulder shrugs now. These are great for unsticking the shoulder blades and for letting go of shoulder tension. Have the arms super relaxed. Big breath in through the nose. Then pause, take your shoulders up, take your shoulders back. Squeeze the tops of the shoulder blades together without using the arm muscles. Exhale, slide the shoulders and shoulder blades down. Inhale into upper back. Squeeze the middle parts of the shoulder blades together. Exhale, slide down. Inhale into upper back. Now use your elbows just a little bit so you can squeeze the elbows in and feel the lower edge of the shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. Exhale, slide down. Relax the arms. Let's do another round. I'm going to show you from the other side. Arms are relaxed. Inhale into upper back. Shoulders slide up, shoulders slide back. Squeeze tops of shoulder blades together. Exhale, slide down. Inhale into upper back. Keep the upper back relaxed as you breathe in. Squeeze the middle part of the shoulder blades together. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down. Inhale into upper back. Squeeze the elbows in. Squeeze the lower shoulder blades in. Exhale, slide down. Relax the arms. We'll do one more round. Inhale into your upper back. Shoulders come up, shoulders go back. Tops of shoulder blades squeeze. Exhale, slide down. Inhale into upper back. Mid shoulder blades squeeze in. Exhale, slide down. Inhale into upper back. Squeeze the elbows in. Squeeze the lower shoulder blades together. Exhale, slide them down. Great. And then relax your arms. Next, we'll work with a side bend. Take your right hand either down onto the chair or onto the floor. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, you're leaning a little to the side. Inhale and expand the left ribs. Exhale, let the right shoulder relax down. Keep breathing deeply. If you're having an advanced yoga day, keep feeling the edges of the breath. The top of the inhale and the end of the exhale. Next, we'll adjust into a neck release position. Keep leaning over to the side, but just bring your right arm out to the side to a low angle now. Inhale, filling up with breath to the top of your lungs, to the top of your shoulders. Exhale, relax your right ear towards the right shoulder, relaxing in the neck muscles. Over the next few deep breaths, I want you to keep relaxing the neck. Noticing what happens at the top of the inhale and at the end of the exhale. Releasing tension from your neck. Now take your right hand, the one that's lower down, bring it to the underside of your head and straighten the head up. Let's go the other way in the side bend now. Position your left hand down on the floor or the chair. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, let the left shoulder soften. Turning some breath into the right hand side of your ribs now. So you're learning to make more use of your lungs. Really build up or build back up your lung capacity, your breath capacity. Then come into neck release. Bring the right arm out to the side. Hover the hand about a foot off the floor. Make sure you're breathing so deeply that you have a sense of the breath filling up to the top of the lungs. To help you feel any tension in the neck. And as you breathe out, to relax around the neck. It can be a place we really store tension and get grippy. It's super helpful to let go of that. Then take your left hand, bring it to the underside of your head and straighten the head up. We will finish with a forward bend. If you're in a chair, have your hands on the knees. If you're sat on the floor, you could stay cross-legged, or you could straighten out the legs in front, or even have the legs a little bit out to the side. Whatever feels good for you right now. Inhale, lift the whole rib cage up relative to the hips. Exhale, lean forwards, coming into a forward bend. Do this with the hands on the knees to begin with. If your back feels like it needs extra support, keep the hands on the knees. If it feels okay to let the hands come down onto the floor or relax the arms down if you're in a chair, then feel free to do that. Inhale into your back ribs. Exhale, relax the head forwards. Keep breathing into the back ribs. Notice the edges of the breath. Physical sensation and maybe emotion. Make sure you're relaxing the head forwards so the muscles at the back of the neck get a chance to stretch out. Not forcing or pushing with this, just allowing the head and neck to relax. To come back up, bring your hands in towards the legs or onto the knees and slowly straighten up. Thank you so much for joining us for this Breathing in Corona Times video. I'd love to know how you found it, so please leave a comment below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You can find out more from me and Adrian on inspiratrix.co.uk. That's where we have details of our live virtual classes, private yoga sessions, yoga retreats, and much, much more. Thank you for joining us today. Stay safe.